So let's start with the departure boards. On the left-hand side, you will find your train number. This is really important to double check because a lot of trains go to the same destination and your train number can be found on your ticket. In the middle of the departure board, you have the destination of the train, followed by the hour it's expected to depart, any delays that there may be, and finally the platform. When it comes to buying tickets, you have the ticket office that you can go to, or you have the self-service ticket machines that accept both cash and card payments. When it comes to buying your ticket, you can change the language of the machine.
In case of need, ask only Trenitalia staff.
And then you can go ahead and purchase your ticket. You can type in the destination that you wish to travel to, or you can select one of the existing destinations listed. You can choose a one-way ticket or a return round trip. Once you select your ticket, you will see a list of all of the available trains for that particular day and their expected arrival time. You will also see the price of each of the tickets as well. You can then select your ticket and add a return ticket if you haven't already done so. And again, for the return tickets, you can see all of the available times and prices. And then once you've selected your ticket, either single or return, you can go through after accepting the terms of carriage and pay for your tickets by cash or card. Okay, so this machine here is probably one of the most important things that you need to remember at the train station in Italy. This is where you validate your tickets, and it's really important you do so because if there is a ticket inspector on your train, then you could get a fine if you don't.
Now, if you want my personal tip, I actually recommend booking tickets on the Train Italia website. It's super easy. I'm going to demonstrate to you now just how simple it is, but it's far easier than going to the train station because often at the train station it's very busy and people can become quite impatient, particularly at the self-service machines. So let's have a look here. You can change the language up here, so you can select Italian, French, German, Chinese and English, which helps. But if we look at this page here, you can buy your ticket just from clicking this option. You select your departing station and your destination. So we're going to do a really typical journey that I used to do when I lived in Salerno. Now, as you can see, there are a number of different train stations in Salerno, including some of the more local stations. So it's important that you make sure you select the main station if that's where you're traveling from, which is Salerno itself, to Napoli Centrale, which is the main station in Naples, okay? We're going to select tomorrow's date, which is the 1st of March at the time of filming, and we're going to select a time, I don't know, let's say 8 a.m. And let's go ahead and see what trains come up for this time. Now, as you can see here, it's really straightforward. You've got the time of departure, the time of arrival, and you have the cost. Now, something you need to pay attention to is the type of train that you're using. If you see this little R symbol here, I'm going to make it a bit bigger. This means it's a regional train, which means it is one of the cheaper trains that you can take. And typically, a regional train takes around 37 minutes to arrive into Naples. But when I used to do this journey, it was often a lot less. Now, if you scroll further down, you can see that we have other types of trains that also follow the similar route, but the cost is like extortionate. So here we have a Frecciarossi train, which is a very, very fast train, but you can see it takes 42 minutes to get to Napoli and costs you 19 euros. It's a super plush train, but trust me, this journey is not worth 19 euros. And again, we have another train here, Intercity. Again, this is a more fancier train that you would take when you travel between larger cities within Italy. And the price is €9.50. And again, it's a really long journey, 50 minutes. So pay attention to that, okay? Because essentially the regional trains for most routes are sufficient and are generally cheaper. Another really good thing about booking tickets online is that you do not need to worry about validating your ticket, which is something you have to do at the train station. Because you've bought the ticket online, it is automatically validated. So I think it's just a lot easier to use the Train Italia website, if I'm honest.